Yep. Different background, still dealing with the whole apartment thing, still getting settled in. In case I look a little bit sweaty, it's because I was wrestling with just so much cardboard. Everything comes in cardboard. And cardboard's actually quite strong. It's no wonder that IKEA furniture is made out of cardboard, because it's strong. It put up a fight. And I was trying to compress it. So anyway, I don't want to get into the apartment yet, just because it's not finished and I don't really have an exciting story. But you asked some decent, interesting questions yesterday, and I want to address them. So first and foremost, you said that you were going to start keeping a mental health diary, and like that's kind of true. But again, this comes back to the idea of if something's worth doing, it's worth doing poorly. That whole mentality that's formed over the next year. So yes, I have kept track of my mental health and mental well-being, but really that's I've just been using Dailyo in a more detailed manner. Dailyo is this app that exists, and every day you just rate your feelings from 0 to 5 or whatever, and you can have a whole bunch of different attributes, like you can say X or Y, you just tap it. It's great, it's really fast, it's quite simple, and that's how I've been keeping track of things. So yes, I didn't start anything new, I just kind of expanded on what you were already doing. Realistically, expanding on something is more often than not going to work out better than trying to do something from scratch. If you have something already in your routine or in existence, building upon it using its foundation is far easier than building a new foundation. Based on the study that I do in uni, the example that springs to mind is aircraft. Aircraft don't have to be tubes. They could be something new entirely. There's so many different ways of making something fly, like birds. Birds, for example. Like we could have ornithopters, or we could have weird like blended wing bodies, but ultimately the thing that we do, or at least the thing that the industry does at the moment, is it just keeps refining that tube and wing body, because it works, and it's way easier to improve something that works than to build a new foundation. So my faculty is working on the Flying V, which is kind of like a weird blended wing body thing. I quite like it. It's really, really cool. Big fan. But my faculty isn't a company. My faculty doesn't need to make a profit. So different motivations. It's easier to just improve what you're currently doing, and that is the case. That's what you and I have done. When it comes to mental health, though, for like the next year ahead of you, it does get better. It absolutely does get better. You said yesterday that you need professional help, and it took a while, but I got it finally. So I got properly diagnosed with ADHD, and I got fully, absolutely mega finalized confirmation diagnosis of autism. So, you know, that's cool, I guess. None of this came as a surprise to us. Like, I mean, look at us, it's kind of obvious. The fact that I'm now getting treatment, though, is comforting. It's useful. It's eye-opening almost, realizing that, oh shit, this is what people were up to normally? Fuck. Now, it's not magic. Meds are not magic. They don't fix all of your problems instantly. So it's not like you're struggling and I'm perfect. Whoa. No, God no. Like, you can be a perfectly healthy, normal person and you can still be a procrastinator. Like, it happens. Dealing with ADHD is like, yes, I've got the meds. That's one branch of the tree that I've kind of sorted out, and I've got a proper, thorough understanding of my own particular case for my mental situation. And then the third branch of the tree that needs the most work still to this day is developing healthy habits. Because again, you could be the most healthy, normal person in the world, but you could still procrastinate. You need to build out habits that are healthy and such. You say that the train is slowing. I don't really think the train is slowing. I think the progress that you've been making is actually quite steady, but it just seems like you're not making much progress because relatively it's less. The percentage improvement is lower. So if you were at rock bottom and you go up 1%, that's an increase of 1,000,000% fractionally. Whereas if you're at 99 going to 100, that's a little bit more than 100%. It doesn't matter. I'm not doing maths. It doesn't matter. You get what I'm trying to say. Getting the mental health help over the next year is great, and it's such a relief. Like, I'm mentally, I'm definitely in a better place now than you are, and that's good. It's good news. But as I said, it's not really, you know, a one and done. It's not, I've fixed it. Like, it's not like we're recovering from an injury. This is a chronic thing that we'll have throughout our entire lives. It's just an extra thing that we have to deal with, work through, whatever, you know what I mean. So mentally we're doing better, but if we take a holistic look at life, it's academically it didn't go super well. Socially it's gone fine, I guess. I have been doing a lot more stuff, I guess. I'm still not satisfied. I'm not where I want to be, more or less. I'm no longer worried about the progress. I don't have those concerns that you have, because over the next year you work on it and you fix these problems and you get the help that you need, and you come to an understanding of where you are and what specifically is going on. You're not stumbling around blindly through life. So yeah, it's an improvement, but it's not perfect. Obviously, we get better, but we don't become gods. My biggest problem at the moment is actually that I keep forgetting to write checklists. So maybe I need to learn a thing or two from you. So, past Dylan, don't worry too much. I'll see you tomorrow.